It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brock Bowers, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, next on Madden NFL 25.
Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game. That's where this comes from. In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this can be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rallying in support of that upset. Well, here comes their offense to begin the drive, and in the middle of all of them, oh yeah, there's the focal point of their game plan, their quarterback.
And Kate, you don't have to look beyond his performance last week as really a root cause of their loss. I'm not saying the only cause. Others certainly had a hand in it too. But you aren't winning a lot of games in this league or any league if you turn it over 3 times without a touchdown to counteract them. A lot of room for him to improve this week.
They bring the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. He just throws this one away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Another one for Gibbs. Has a lane inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And they're going to have a 1st down. Running back sent in motion. He's got Bowers working the sideline. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal. Gibbs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you're now forced to put the ball in the air.
They'll run. It's Gibbs. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Dragons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down. They're throwing it. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient.
There he goes on the right side. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets get it down to a single point. Malachi Corley the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Stroud from the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Dragons getting their punter out there. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be Jets football. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That does it. It's intercepted, and that is the record. Sauce Gardner with the INT. Short throw to the sideline, partner. Normally works for them, right? Yep. But a quarterback lying in wait that time jumps in to make the pick.
Those sneaky corners, Kate, you always got to keep your eye on them. Offenses love this area of the field because they're easy completions. But as a QB, you got to use your eyes. You've got to look that corner off. Otherwise, you're going to jump, throw, and get that easy INT.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
He brings it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
defense for a touchdown. The Dragons parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
Yeah, kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground. Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here's 2nd and 14. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Back at the 27.
Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. Able to find Corley. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. The Dragons and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's leading this league in passing touchdowns late in our season. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, they go with Spiller. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed to his running back. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a gain of 4. And that'll give him a first down.
First down, Dragons.
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Stroud finds his man Chase. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He's got time here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Stroud. Oh, he got free. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Dragons take a 13-point lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 28th of the season, which gives him a share of the NFL record. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Jets out to begin another drive. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They'll come out throwing. That's brought in by Jennings.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They send a tight end in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Caught by Jennings. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Hall once more. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They send him left out of the slot. Throw on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a 1st down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
First down, Stroud. This is complete to Gibbs. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 37-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Complete here to Bowers. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Running back sent in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get...
And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Dragons make it a 3-possession game. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. That's going to be taken in at the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They're down 21 now after that last score, and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. They start the drive with Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the 29-yard line.
They go right back to Hall. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him one on the carry. It's going to be 4th down. On now comes their punter. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Dragons and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition, because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. They kick the running back in motion. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll throw it again. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. And it's a nickel look from the Jets, 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completes this one to Chase. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Looking to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Dragons and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. Running back sent in motion. From the gun, Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This one taken in by Chase. Along the right sideline, there's space. And that is a touchdown. The Dragons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue piling on to this lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Back now, pressure on its way. Corley reels it in. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing now, off play action. He'll get this complete to Jennings. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They give to Hall now on the option. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's another Jets 1st down.
Now looking to throw. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jared Verse on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception. Picked off by Darren Stigley Jr. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Into the hands of Gibbs. It's a pickup of 11, and they'll have first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. On play action, here's Stroud. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cut by Jennings. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Well, they're going for it on an option play left. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. This time it's a passing play. And he scores! It's a New York touchdown! The Jets keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. York tacks on that extra point. And the Jets cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors and Jim. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another one for Gibbs. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This is complete to Gibbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. They get to him and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Hall running between the tackles. Good gain here across their own 15. And they take him down at the 18-yard line. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Jukes one defender, and he's going to be brought down at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down, and they go right back to it. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Here he goes on the bootleg. Looking right, and he finds him. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Stroud now on 4th down. They connect for the first. And they bring him down around the 34. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
They kick the running back in motion. Stroud from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Tokyo 1st down.
From the red zone now. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's in, touchdown! The Dragons continue piling it on here in the 4th. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons tack on 7 more to their lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. The Jets ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. To throw here on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
No way, you're kidding me!
Throwing from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Throw on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Back to throw, needing a 1st. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Gibbs now from the gun. Broke through the tackle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
He breaks a tackle, and he turns a little room to work into a game down to the 9. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. From the gun, Stroud. Spins out of one stop, and he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Here's a give to Gibbs, with some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Dragons running them out of the building. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons continue adding on to that lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
They go play action on 1st. A throw left side, caught by Brown. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing now from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. This offense making its way back out now. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A pickup of 2, and that run doesn't get it for them either. It's 4th and 2.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. He's got Bowers working the sideline. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
A gain of 14. And a Tokyo 1st down.
On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. Into the secondary past the 40. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Dragons throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win.